Okay, what's going on, everybody? Hello, and welcome. Welcome back, I should say. As yesterday was my day off from streaming, that is, and today is the beginning of a brand new streaming week. We've got a lot of exciting stuff going on this week, including the giant Sony press event today, the PlayStation Experience, or whatever the frick they're calling it. Are you experienced in the PlayStation Experience? Whatever the hell that means. We got new releases this week. We've got continuing and finishing playthroughs this week. We've got a lot of fun stuff going on. I hope you guys are excited for a 6 straight days full of streaming goodness. Sadly, my sinuses are all screwed up today. Excuse me. I woke up today congested, and this happens sometimes. I don't know if it could be a combination of allergies. You know, I have a cat, and sometimes I get cat allergies. It could be that. It could be the fact that our state has been completely encased in smoke for the past week, and I was out all yesterday. You know, I had to do stuff. It was my only day off for the week, and we hadn't actually even gone out last week. If I told you, last week our day off, we cleaned the house. So this week we had to basically make up for that. So it was like double duty, going off running errands and appointments and stuff. And it is bad here. Like everywhere we drove, it looks like fog, but it's not. It's not fog. It's freaking smoke from all these, wildfires out here. We're being told we may have a reprieve of it tomorrow and Friday, but we were supposed to already have it earlier in the week, and the weather people were all wrong. We didn't get the weather system they thought we were going to get. So, I'm all screwed up and gunked up, and it sucks. But that's life, I guess. I got to deal with it. I'm still going to be here all day on stream for you guys. You just have to put up with the disgustingness of it. What can I say? Yuck. So, let's talk schedule. Then we'll talk my day off yesterday, and then we'll talk a little bit about some other random stuff about how we're going to do stuff on stream today. And, our typical pre-stream discussion. And then we're going to get into the PlayStation Experience event, which should be pretty exciting. Okay? So, let's talk. What are we doing today? Well, we got pre-stream now, and then after that, we're going to be hyping up the PlayStation Experience by talking about what we're all speculating is going to happen in this event. I actually asked all of you yesterday on Twitter what you thought was going to happen during today's event, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to read some of the Twitter responses I got to see what people are hyped for today during today's event, what the speculation is on what we're going to be seeing today. Okay? Oh my god. Then, at 1 p.m. Pacific time, alright, that's when the PlayStation stream actually starts. So I'll be turning off my stream temporarily and hosting the PlayStation stream. We'll all be watching it live together here. I'll be taking copious notes on everything that's discussed and announced in this event. And then immediately when the event goes offline, I'll be starting my stream back up for a recap and reactions session. Okay? I'll let you know everything that went down, and I'll let you know my thoughts on everything that went down. Okay? Excuse me. Then, depending on what time it is when we finish that, okay? Because I don't know what time it's going to be. Then, we'll see if there's time, and if there is extra time, I'm going to do some Fall Guys. For those of you who aren't aware, Fall Guys had an update over the course that I was off yesterday. They added a bunch of new stuff. Basically what they did is they remixed all of the stages. They made it so that now there's new things, like new swinging balls, new obstacles, like spinning hammers in various stages, and the big Yeetus. The big old fucking Yeetus, which is a ginormous hammer that, if you hit it correctly, can launch you forward in certain stages. So with some skill, you can actually, get a jump ahead everyone else in these Fall Guy stages now. The Yeetus. So, if we have time, we will do that today on stream. I don't know how long my recap reactions is going to take, but there's potential that we will be doing that. Okay. Later tonight, the late stream is the conclusion of the story of Batman Arkham City, and then the beginning of the quest to do all the side content. If you're not aware, Batman Arkham City has several different side content arcs that are completely missable if you don't pay attention. You're answering ringing phones, and then eventually having a showdown with Zsasz, Azrael, the ninja, who you have to track down a couple times in the city, and then I think there's a boss fight against him on a rooftop. Destroying all the Titan containers in the city, and then unlocking the quest with Bane. And the Riddler stuff, right? If I remember correctly, if you do enough Riddler riddles, you unlock the Riddler puzzle rooms that you need to solve to save the hostages or whatever. And if you do all the Riddler puzzles, apparently you unlock a final Riddler, boss fight. Now, I never did that. I never did the Riddler boss fight. And if it's super tedious and annoying and I can't figure it out, then we're not going to do it. But we basically have tonight's stream and tomorrow's stream, major stream, to wrap up all the content of Batman Arkham City. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. Tonight and tomorrow's main stream, Batman Arkham City, the end of the playthrough, doing all the post-game side content that I have not done yet. Okay? Excuse me. Oh my god. I told you, my sinuses are bad. I need to definitely clear them out. It's really annoying. So we'll see. We'll see how stuff goes. I just got a suggestion from Theo Does Streams. Why don't I do one of the DLCs? It's called Harley's Revenge. I think that was included in the collection, but I think you have to load it separately. If I saw it was in a different menu, we could do that too. Okay? So we'll see how stuff goes, but tonight and tomorrow, about 6 more hours of Batman Arkham City, and that'll wrap up the playthrough. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, it's my weekly throwback Street Fighter session. You might say, well, why is Phil playing Street Fighter on a Thursday instead of a Friday? It's very simple. It's because Friday is double new release day. So I need the time for new releases, which means I'm going to be playing Street Fighter a day early, okay? Speaking of which, on Friday, it's a double new release day with WWE 2K Battlegrounds and the Crisis 1 remake. So I'll be playing both of those, both Friday and Saturday. All right, two major days of streaming. On Sunday, all right, it's going to be either WWE or Crisis, whichever you guys want to see first. And Sunday night will be the continuation of Fire Emblem Three Houses. And then on Monday, it'll be whatever I didn't play on Sunday paired with Fall Guys. Okay? And that will be the streaming week. That will be the entire streaming week. So on Monday, we might have more Yeetus. Big Yeetus. Okay. All right, so what's wrong? What's wrong? Why is everyone saying what's wrong? What's going on? Why is everyone reacting like this? What's going on? What's wrong? I don't understand why everyone... Yeah, it sucks. Like I said, I woke up all congested. My sinuses are pouring. Like the post-nasal drip is out of control today. And I just sneezed on pre-stream, too. I guarantee you it's because of all the smoke in the air. You know? We're supposed to get relief tomorrow, but it sucks. Okay, anyway. So that's the streaming week. I hope that sounds good to all of you. All right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do something interesting and special. All right? Couple things about yesterday when I was out. I guess we'll start talking about my day off yesterday. First of all, let me tell you a story. I think you'll enjoy this story. Okay? So yesterday, I'm out with my wife. We had to go to the garbage dump. We had a bunch of stuff that was built up here we had to throw out. Just because we cleaned the house last week, there was a lot of shit. We said, let's get rid of this. Let's throw this out. Let's clean the house out. So we had to make a garbage dump run this week. Okay? So we went to the garbage dump yesterday. Tossed a bunch of shit. Which is always good. Clean out the house, right? And we're on our way from the garbage dump to our usual area where we like to go shopping and do other things, run errands. And when we're there, we were passing a car wash. It's a nice car wash. And my wife's like, we really got to get the car wash. We haven't washed it in a long time. It's really disgusting. I said, all right, you know, I know we're hungry and we're trying to get food, but the car wash takes like 5-10 minutes, right? Let's go do it. So we go into the car wash. No problem. Very good car wash. There's a chain of car washes out here that's called Brown Bear Car Wash. It's cool. They have these statues of bears out front. It's automated. You know, it's one of the robot car washes, but it's really good quality. So we get the car washed. All right. We drive out. The car's beautiful, shining, glistening in the smoke. I would say in the sun, but there was no sun. It was all smoke, glistening in the smoke. We've got our car clean. Okay. So we drive over to get food, and we get out of the car. We go in. We're eating. We had a good meal. It was like a brunch. My wife got breakfast. I got lunch because it was like brunch time, like maybe like early afternoon. Okay. So we go back to the car. We get inside, and I turn to the side of the car. I look at the window. I say, did we just wash the car? What is that all over the window? So I get out of the car, and I close the door, and I jump in revolting horror. A bird had unleashed the king of liquid fecal explosions all over the side of the car. Not mere minutes after I got the fucking car washed. This had to have been the biggest avian unleashing of duty bombs I've ever seen in my fucking life. This bird must have been saving up for a week. This bird just opened the floodgates of liquid Hershey squirts. This was the most disgusting thing I had ever seen in my life. Just to give you perspective here, there was duty on the front headlight. There was duty all over the front hood of the car. There was duty streaked up the driver's side of the window. There was duty all over the driver's side window, all over the handle of the fucking car, leaking and dribbling down. There was duty on the back window of the car, dribbling down onto that handle. There was duty on the back window of the car, and there was duty all the way to the fucking bumper. Duty! It was fucking disgusting. I said, how did he even do this? This bird had to have like dive bombed the car and just squirted like a cannon to spread that kind. I've never in my life seen a spread of bird shit like that on a car. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. After I just fucking washed it. So luckily for us, ever since this coronavirus thing started, my wife and I have a can of Lysol disinfectant spray and cleaner that we take with us in the car. So I grabbed a cloth that we also carry in the car, and I spent, no lie, about 15 fucking minutes with my bare hands scrubbing bird duty off of the side of my car. It was absolutely fucking disgusting. It was... I was like, can you believe the timing? It couldn't have done this 20 minutes prior, right before we got in the car washed. No, it had to do it right after we got the fucking car washed, all right? So even though I got the car washed, right? Even though I got the car washed, now, even though I cleaned it by hand as best I could, but there's only so much you can do with that amount of shit. I mean, it was tremendous. I probably could have filled a bucket with it. You know? A bucket of bird shit. So, I did my best, but now, of course, now there's like, it's gross. There's like streaks of stuff on the car. Even, you know, it's fucking revolting. I'm very angry about this, if you can't tell. I'm very, very upset about this situation. Okay? That's a good one. Stable Genius 123 says he did a swoop-in manual poop. A swoop-a-poop. Maybe it was like, you know how geese, they fly those flying V's? Maybe the geese were flying, you know, like south for the fall, and they all dived, but they all swung by together. They did a big swinging ass spray together, synchronized ass spray on the car or something. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. Okay. So anyway, that was disgusting. Okay. Absolutely disgusting. But I have something interesting to tell you guys. All right. So yesterday, we went to a store, and this store, well, we went into a Bed Bath & Beyond, and I'm very embarrassed at this because, as you know, a man going into Bed Bath & Beyond, it's very unmanly to go in there as a man. You know, that's what people say. It's incredibly sexist, but for a man to go inside a Bed Bath & Beyond is like, you lose all of your manhood. It drains your testosterone from your body, right, when you do that. So we were in a Bed Bath & Beyond, and this certain one actually had a department called World Market. Okay, and in this department, what they do is they feature all kinds of stuff. Candy and snacks and coffees and drinks and things from all around the world. They had a giant jar full of, like, German sausages that look basically like hot dogs. They have spices from all over. They have all kinds of nuts, jerkies, you know, and they're all regional cultural things you never heard of before. They look pretty interesting. But they had a candy section. And I'm actually curious this year how candy's going to work, considering that because of coronavirus, Halloween's probably going to be canceled worldwide. No trick-or-treating, I'm assuming, right? So, they have a candy section. And the candy section, surprisingly, doesn't really have anything Halloween yet. Which you're like, wow, you know, usually by now you'd see Halloween everywhere. They didn't really have anything there, okay? But, as I'm looking there, my wife sees something. And says, Phil, look at this. And she picks it up. And it's a candy with my face on it. And it says asshole streamer candies. I was like, wow. This is blatant trademark infringement. I'm going to have to sue. But anyway, I put that down. And then right next to it, it was a bag of something I'd never seen before. Zombie Skittles. Zombie Skittles. Alright? I was like, what is this? So I pick up the bag and I begin to read, and I'm immediately intrigued. So the bag is like a grayish silver color. And right in the upper left-hand corner of the bag, in big letters, says, beware. Beware the Skittles. Alright, here's what it says on the bag. Most taste delicious, but some taste like rotting zombie. Dare to try? Wow. That's some good marketing right there. So I'm reading the bag. I'm like, uh-oh, is this what I think it is? So in the last few years, it's become increasingly more popular for candy companies, okay, to release candies that have mystery flavors. For example, Jelly Belly Jelly Beans does this already. They have this bag of jelly beans where it's like you either get really good flavors or really disgusting flavors. Like for example, it'll be like it's either delicious chocolate fudge or, gorilla asshole. And then they got one, it's like either tasty, key lime pie or, Blanca's boogers. And you don't know which flavor you're getting. So it's basically mystery flavor. And you're either going to be, wow, this is amazingly tasty, I love it, or wow, I need to go throw up now, right? So people like this because of the mystery aspect. And what I found out is that content creators like me, not me particularly, but content creators like me, have actually done these things on their streams or in YouTube videos where there's incentive to get the streamer, excuse me, to try to eat some of these candies in the hopes that eventually they'll get one of the disgusting ones, right? And see their reaction about it. So obviously, this is not something that I would do like on a typical stream. If we're doing like a normal gameplay stream of a game that has like a continuous plot or whatever, this is not something that I would be doing because you don't want to have your playthrough constantly interrupted by people telling you to eat candy, And I mean, let's be honest, I'm 38 years old. I shouldn't be sitting here eating candies nonstop. It's probably a bad idea. Not to say that a few candies here and there is a bad thing, but, eating entire bags of Skittles in one session is probably a pretty bad idea. Okay? So, I'm looking at this bag, and here's what it says. Ready? So, flavors. These are all brand new Skittles flavors. Never before seen. We've got mummified melon. Melon's pretty good flavor, I bet. Petrifying citrus punch. I don't know about a citrus punch. I know about fruit punch, but I don't know what a citrus punch would be. Chilling black cherry. Black cherry's a good flavor. That sounds good to me. I like black cherry. Okay. Boogeyman blackberry. Now, when you say blackberry to me, no flavor really comes to mind. I don't think I've really had a real blackberry. Maybe in like a pastry or something once, but I can't remember. I can't put my finger on if I've ever eaten just blackberries themselves. So that one, I honestly don't even know what it would taste like. Okay? And this one is the enigma. Blood red berry. What the hell is a blood red berry? Cherry, maybe? But cherry's not a berry. Raspberry? You know, I don't know. What does that mean? Blood red berry? I have no idea. So, anyway, these are different flavors that are available in the pack. Or a cleverly disguised rotten zombie, which is going to be colored the same as the others. You'll think you're getting a good flavor. You go to eat it, and it's basically disgusting in your mouth. Now, what does a rotting zombie taste like? I don't know, because zombies aren't real. Have I ever actually eaten rotten flesh before? No, I have not. So I have absolutely no idea. No idea whatsoever what these are going to taste like. Okay? So I said, today's a special day. Today, we're doing this Sony event. We're going to have like at least an hour probably before the event starts where we're just going to be hanging out and speculating and just doing silly stuff anyway. So I said, this would be a good day to maybe do something like this. All right? So for every $2,000 that I raise on the stream today, I'll eat half of a Skittle. Yeah, right. No, what I was trying to think about, how could I do this today? You know, how could I do this that, number one, there's incentive, but at the same time, I don't want to eat a ridiculous amount of Skittles and get a sugar high today. You know, if I was like, okay, for every dollar raise I eat a Skittle, I'll be like, fuck, I'll die. I'll eat the whole pack and I'll have a sugar. I'll, you know, be bouncing off the walls, I can't do that. I'm too old for that shit. All right? Each pack has a ton of Skittles in it. This one says there's about 3.5 servings per container, and each serving size is about 27 pieces. So that means this thing has like 60 to 70 Skittles in it or more in this bag. Okay? So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat the whole pack. But what I want to do is incentivize it. So, I don't know. I was trying to think like maybe every $20 in tips that we raise live on stream today, during the live stream of the Sony event, every $20 that comes in, maybe I'll eat like 3 randomized Skittles, right? I'll take like 3 Skittles and see what is this like, you know. And what I'll do is I'll match it up to the flavors on the bag because it has the color matched to the flavor. So I'll tell you what it's supposed to be, and then I'll eat it, and we'll see if it actually is that or if I got the fucking rotten zombie, right? So that's what I'm thinking, all right? Something like that. So, and by the way, that's in addition to everything we do normally, you know. If we raise the $50 on stream today, I'll put on the Gunner glasses. If we raise $100, I'll put on the vest. And by the way, I would say all vests are eligible. I'm trying to think, what was the vest I wore? Was it the camo vest that I wore Monday night? I think so. So basically every vest is eligible today except for camo. All right. If we raise $200 on the stream, I'll spin in place like an idiot and get dizzy. Like I told you guys I would do in this chair. And it's only happened once. It was a week ago when it happened. I doubt we're going to double the tips goal today, by the way. Oh my God. Excuse me. Oh. So by the way, I did have breakfast this morning. I had an iced coffee and I had a Costco muffin. Because one of the places we went to yesterday was Costco to stock up on commodities. You know, toilet paper, paper towels, etc. And when we did that, oh my God, they got those great muffins and we bought the packs of muffins. So I had a blueberry muffin this morning. But I'm also full of tremendous amounts of gas because of it. So you can expect me to be burping, farting, and exploding on stream all day long. It's going to be great. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking since today is a special stream where it's very different, than a normal stream. It's not going to be any main gameplay. Once I start, after pre-stream's over, once I start up with the segment where we talk about, speculating about what this event's going to be, for every $20 that comes in as tips during that time period, I'll eat 3 Skittles. And we'll see what they taste like, and hopefully I don't get the rotten zombie. Of course, I'm sure that's the first one you guys want me to eat is the fucking rotten zombie, right? You want me to be vomiting here. Disgusting. And we'll do that throughout the stream. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to be broadcasting live during the Sony event. I'm going to turn the stream off. We're going to watch it together. I'm going to take notes. And then I'm going to do my recap reactions. And then after the recap reactions are done, whatever contributions came out during that segment, then I'll do shout-outs and I'll see, do I have to eat any more freaking Skittles? And if we have time, we'll play Fall Guys. And yes, during Fall Guys, if contributions come in, I will eat Skittles live during Fall Guys. Okay? There you go. So, that is what I'm thinking, all right, for today. Something special, something different. I've never done anything like this on stream before. I'm trying it out to see how it goes. If it ends up being a flop or being absolutely disgusting and I get revolted, I vomit everywhere, well, then we're probably not going to be doing this again. But if you guys like it, something that you like, maybe I'll bring it back. Because I'm certainly not eating 70, 80 Skittles today. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. So, that being said, potential to bring it back. I'm not going to eat this whole pack today. Okay? But like I said, I'm not going to be doing this during, like, a mainstream playthrough. Maybe I would do it, like, today and tomorrow, because the thing is, I'm doing Batman, right? And during Batman, since I'm just going to be doing side content of Batman, it's not like a major narrative playthrough. Maybe it would be fine to do it then. But, for example, I wouldn't do it on Friday during new releases, you see? I wouldn't do it then. That would be too distracting from the new releases, okay? So maybe a thing for certain streams, special streams, right? Okay. So that's something we're doing today, everybody. I don't know how it's gonna go. We'll see. First time ever, another new thing. We're trying all these new things. Redesigning the office to have a different layout, different setup, and redoing the tier goals for tips rewards, right? And now we're doing something completely different again. That's right. See, so you go. See, Balthazar Alucard says I would paywall a piss break. You're right. So if you raise $10, I will take a piss break. If you raise $20 on the stream today, I'll pop out of duty. There you go. You're an idiot. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Now, one final thing I want to say before we move into other subjects. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys know, this year, much earlier this year, I went through some private stuff behind the scenes that literally I did not want to mention ever on my streams, but sadly I had to, because I have a group of stalkers who literally harass me constantly online. They're complete assholes, all right? They always get into my fucking business. And even though it had nothing to do with anything I do on streams, right, nothing you guys really need to know about, these people decided to take, some public court documents and post them all over the internet, all right? And it sucks. It sucks because it's basically like airing dirty laundry. You know what I mean? Not to say that I have anything to hide. I don't. I've told you guys along the way everything going on with me truthfully. But these motherfuckers love to take shit out of context. They love to take shit or say things completely wrong about stuff. And, I mean, being quite frank with all of you, all right, earlier this year, they did everything they possibly could to try to ruin my life. They actually tried to get it so that my bankruptcy proceeding that I went through earlier this year, which I'm not proud of and certainly is not something that you ever want to go through, but at the same time, it was the only way I was going to get back on track with my life, all right? They tried to ruin it by completely making shit up about me left and right to the point where they actually got involved directly in it and actually made the process much more difficult, not only for myself, but all of the parties involved legally, including my lawyer, as well as the parties I had to speak with about the bankruptcy from the government. All these people who normally these things are streamlined processes, they made it such a complicated, painful process. I was going line by line through monthly finances and statements, explaining things that, this is this, this is this. because these idiots lied and were making videos and were doing all kinds of fucked up stuff. They were sending misinformation to public parties here involved, lying about me blatantly to try to ruin my life. Okay? So, you guys know the deal with that. You know how it is with me. It sucks that this shit happens, but I've got these crazy-ass stalkers who try to fuck with me constantly. So why am I bringing this up today? Because they posted publicly court documents again of something that's going on behind the scenes that has absolutely nothing to do with my streams or anything. And in reality, it's good news, but these people are so fucking dumb. They're so brain-dead stupid, they're actually trying to say it's something bad. Alright, so allow me to explain very briefly. As you guys remember, I used to live in Connecticut. As you guys know, I used to own a home in Connecticut, right? The condo, where I used to always film. You guys saw that a million times in my early days of YouTube, all the way up through 2014. That's where I lived. And you saw so many videos and things made there and everything. Well, as a part of my bankruptcy proceedings, okay, earlier this year, I surrendered that condo to the company that holds the mortgage on it. You know, I didn't really technically own that condo. I was paying a mortgage on it. The bank owned it. And because I couldn't afford the payments anymore, I basically either had to, you know, surrender it, or they were going to forcefully try to sue to get it, you know, into their name. So I willingly let go of that. Okay? I willingly let go of it. It's called a surrender during the bankruptcy proceedings as a part of the bankruptcy. I said, I acknowledge that I can't pay this anymore. There's, you know, I can't maintain this property. I don't live there. I can't pay this anymore. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to give it up to the bank. All right? That's what I did. Now, in a normal world, without the coronavirus and without 5 million other crazy factors going on, this property probably would have been foreclosed on, which means that basically the bank takes legal ownership of it, sold off at auction, and that would have been the end of it. But the problem is, this process was held up tremendously by a million other factors, okay? Here we are, I think it's almost 6 months later after the fact that I gave them the permission to go ahead. I surrendered the property and said, go ahead and foreclose on it. They're finally foreclosing on it now, and apparently I have until like next month if I want to contest this and say, no, I want to keep the property. I have like a month to speak up and say that. Well, obviously I'm not going to do that. All right? I can't afford it, you know, and, you know, I already surrendered it. I already legally surrendered it, but I guess per Connecticut state law, they have all these fail-safes, because let's be honest here. What if this was a situation where that was my primary residence, that's where I lived, and if they foreclosed on it, I have nowhere to live. I'd be homeless, right? That would obviously be an absolute awful situation. And so I guess the state of Connecticut has a ton of laws in place that allows you to protect yourself to not lose your home. I could object. I could try to get support from the government. I could try to do this or that. I'm not going to do any of that. It's not my primary residence, right? I'm out here, you know, I live in Washington. This is where I work from. And so, you know, that's why I surrendered that property during the bankruptcy. Anyway, I said, just go ahead and foreclose on it. Now, is this something bad? Yes. When you get foreclosed on, it destroys your credit. You know, here's the thing though. I already declared bankruptcy. Guess what that did? It destroyed my credit. So technically I have no credit. You can't destroy someone's credit whose credit is already destroyed, right? So in reality, what we need to happen is we need them to foreclose on this place so that basically it's out of my name. And in reality, this is what I want to happen. I wanted this to happen 5-6 months ago when I surrendered the property. But I guess what it was number one, the coronavirus shut down foreclosure proceedings. There was a temporary stay on all foreclosures because of coronavirus. And then on top of that, the state of Connecticut has like a million safeguards in place to try to protect people. You know what I mean? From losing their primary residences. Now, that's not the case here, but those safeguards are still in place. There's a delay. You have to wait. Finally, this is all coming to an end. This is what I wanted to happen. This is not a bad thing. It's hilarious that these dumb fuck haters on the internet are posting this information up on the internet saying, ha, look, Phil lost. He's screwed over. He's getting foreclosed on. This is what I asked them to do 5-6 months ago, geniuses. You're so stupid. They're so dumb that they actually try to say, again, they just make shit up. Just like they did the entire bankruptcy. Now here we are months later, they're not giving up. Let's keep making stuff up. This is horrible for Phil. No, it's not. This is what I wanted to happen months and months ago. This is like the last lingering piece of the whole situation that I just want to be over with. Because then it's all in the past. Once this is done, once they foreclose, they take the place, it's all in the past now. Now I can just focus on the future. I can focus on great streams, paying everything that I owe like I'm supposed to, my taxes and everything, getting caught up on back taxes, improving the business, like I told you guys, I'm going to be buying the PlayStation 5, as long as it's not some exorbitantly priced thing. I'm hoping maybe I can get an Xbox Series X. I'm not confirmed on that yet, but we have to see what happens with price. I have to see how much money I make in the next few weeks. I have to look on pricing for these things, see how stuff goes. I'm looking to improve my business, get some improvements. Maybe get a new chair, get a green screen background, maybe eventually get a new webcam, get a new PC. These are all things I can now consider doing because I don't have exorbitant amounts of debt in my name that are taking all my money on a daily basis. That's why I went through the bankruptcy. All right. So don't listen to any of the stupidity of the dunces who are out there literally on a daily basis spinning stuff to claim. I'm sure today or yesterday or whenever they made a bunch of videos about it. Oh my God, the foreclosure saga. Ooh, feels life's ending. And it's all bullshit. Just clickbait to get dumb people like you, who people who they think are gullible, to watch their garbage content. It's all trash. It's all trash. Everything they've ever said about the whole thing this year was trash. Because isn't it funny how they made all that shit up? Yeah, I was granted bankruptcy because they made it up. But people, they create these crazy groupthink mentalities. They all think that if they parrot each other and repeat each other's nonsense and farcical shit, that it'll become fact. But it doesn't. It's still fake. All right? So, I didn't want to talk about this today. I didn't. But these people have been talking about it all day in the past day. So, obviously, I'm going to address it just to clear the air. They're all lying idiots. They don't understand anything about bankruptcy. They don't understand anything about foreclosure. They don't understand anything about anything. They're a bunch of fucking know-nothing losers who sit behind their PCs and make drama videos all day. So why the fuck would you think they know a single thing about the law? Of course they don't. They're morons. Okay? All they're doing is spreading misinformation, because they want to create drama so they get clickbait views. Or, those fucking idiots over on Kiwi Farms who don't know their ass from their fucking elbow, who think they know anything about the law. They don't. They're just doing it because they're a bunch of fucking obsessive losers who just talk about me constantly and can't wait for a little tidbit of drama to froth at the mouth over, like rabid dogs. Oh my God, some tiny bit of news about Phil, let's blow it up like it's the end of the world. Boy, you're a fucking waste of life, you know that? Really. So, fuck all them. You don't need to listen to anything those fucking nitwits say. You just listen to me. I know what's going on. I'm in contact with legal people, legal authorities, who understand the process. And to what I've been told is everything's good. This is exactly what I wanted. It would have been better if it happened sooner. We had to wait all year for it. This is good. Everything's fine. Proceed as normal. The sky's not falling. There's no drama. It's just a bunch of shitheads. They're just a bunch of fucking shitheads. Okay? Fair enough? Fair enough. Now, just to get this topic done with, because I don't want to talk about it anymore, Shinro Recruit, who's the detractor, by the way, this thinks I doesn't know who they are. They're a detractor. But they just cheered and said, aren't you held liable for whatever the bank doesn't make back from selling the condo? So what that means is, let's say I owed I don't even know what I owed on the mortgage anymore, but let's just hypothetically say I owed $120,000 on the mortgage. I don't think I did. I think I owed around $100,000. Okay? And they sell the condo. They foreclose on the condo, they sell it, and they make $60,000. So there's a big deficiency there of around $50,000-$60,000 or whatever, that it's just money they lost. Can they come after me for that? No. You want to know why? Because I surrendered the property in the bankruptcy. And when you do that, legally, that protects you from any further actions. because I said during my bankruptcy, I cannot afford this property. I need to surrender the property. This is all documented in the bankruptcy, by the way. It's all there, public documentation. But these idiots are dumb. They don't understand the legal process because they're morons. They're not lawyers, right? That's why I did that. When I did that, it was a smart move. I said, I recognize there's no way I can afford this place in the future. There's no way I can rent it. I've tried. Can't find anyone to rent it for me reliably. I can't sell it. If I sell it, I lose money. I don't have $60,000 to pay the rest of the mortgage. So I surrender it during the bankruptcy. And that protects me from any further actions. It's that simple. That's why I did it that way, because if I had tried to save the property, like say, no, I want to keep it and maybe I can do something later, and I can't afford it, they could come after me for everything. But I knew, I said, there's nothing, I'm never going to be able to save this property. You know, it's too expensive. It's going to drain my finances every month. I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. You know, my main concern is my taxes, which I hadn't paid for years. I hadn't paid my federal taxes for 2 years. I have to, I have to find a way to pay them. And that was surrendering the property. That was, I can't, I have to surrender that property so it's not in my name anymore. I'm not responsible for it. And now I, use the funds that I was pissing away on that place to pay my taxes, right? So, it's that simple, all right? It's that simple. It's not a convoluted thing. It's just that these idiots don't understand the law and they make shit up to create drama that doesn't exist. So, don't listen to their nonsense, all right? And by the way, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. Of everything there that I have to talk about it. I'm not going to bring it up again. All right? It's done. It's a done deal. Don't listen to any more nonsense from these dumb fucks. Come to me first. I'll tell you the truth. If it's something that I can legally talk about, I'll tell you the truth of the matter. Why are you going to listen to their dramatic nonsense when they don't know shit? They're just a bunch of fucking know-nothing idiots. Dumb fuck kids on the internet who want to create drama for their own purposes, and they can eat out of my asshole. There you go. Okay. Let's now get to shout-outs. So first of all, thank you to those who contributed to the streams during a time when I was not here. You might say, when wasn't I here? Well, yesterday was my day off. So let me go ahead and refresh my Streamlabs here, because I do know that there were some people who contributed when I was not here. So first of all, Fantasy Star PG, or Fantasy Star RPG, did 2 cheers. All right, the first cheer, he said, I'm not going to be here on Wednesday, but my PlayStation 5 price prediction is the following. $4.99 for the disc version, $3.99 for the all-digital version. But someone said Sony may undercut Xbox by pricing at $4.49 and $3.49. Okay. Excuse me. Then they cheered again and said, I keep hearing you say Xbox Series X has no exclusives. Well, there are timed games, second party. I don't know what the hell a second party game is. Timed second party games like The Medium and Stalkers 2, they will be Series X and S only, but that's not going to sell the Xbox Series X over the PS5. All right, fair enough. I knew about Medium. In fact, that's the one game I'm interested in, but here's the thing. You can play Medium on Xbox One as well. Regular Xbox One, not the Series S or Series X. So what's the point? Right? Okay. Then we had a few cheers who came in from Golden Colts. He said, I wonder if you'll be able to see this. If not, oh well, do no biggie. I am dicing tomatoes to make some very homemade chili, brother. Thank you for the cheers there, Golden Colts. I appreciate it. And yes, I could see your tweets this time. I don't know what the hell happened last time that I couldn't see him, but I saw him this time. So there you go. Soren J2K is subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Soren, for the sub. Prez Vegeta also resubbed for 3 months in a row, 8 totals. I can't wait for Jumping Flash PS5 reveal today. Very unlikely, but thank you very much. Okay. VIP Lies Soul tipped $50 and says, put on the Stunna Shades, Phil. This way you'll be able to see how PlayStation is better than PC and Xbox combined. Wow. Well, there you go. Thank you, VIP Lies Soul. So that means that to start, I'll have the Gunner glasses on today. Okay. Oh, shit. Oops. Why is that capitalized? Something's going on my keyboard today. Thank you very much, Lies for Soul, for a $50 tip. I appreciate that. We're halfway to the tips goal already. We haven't even started yet, so thank you for that. Okay, Kate cheered, first cheer of the day, and says, you think they'll reveal next God of War game? And a release date for Spider-Man Miles Morales. I mean, Spider-Man... Oh, my God, I just canceled it. Spider-Man's supposed to be a launch title. So whenever PS5 comes out, that's apparently when Miles Morales is coming out. God of War 2, I have no idea if they're going to mention that at all. I thought we would have had information on that earlier this year, and we did not, right? So I guess we'll see. Let's see here. We stream no games. We subscribed for 34 months. Thank you very much. Murdoch, we subscribed at tier 3 for 31 months. Thank you, Murdoch. We already answered Shimmer Recruits Cheer. Poops to Cheer said, I think idiots have a tough time understanding finance because they still live out their parents. You've done the best you can given your position. Thank you for that. Timbo sliced at 100-bit cheer. He's the top cheer of the day. And he says the next DSP tries it is the McDonald's Spicy Chicken Nuggets. That came out today with a new hot sauce. Everyone's going wild over how good they are. Oh, really? Well, perhaps that would be it. Now, remember, the next DSP tries it is on Halloween. I guess we'll see. Okay. Shinra Recruit, cheering to temper your expectations because Sony said that today's only going to be about games. I mean, okay, fair enough, but I don't know. I think it's going to be... I still think they're going to talk about the console. All right. Guys, I have to use the bathroom. All right, so let's take a quick break. When we come back, I'll do shout-outs to those who've cheered and gifted subs this week. But I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.